Hello, my name is Charlie Ferguson. As a guy asked me one time what my real job was, and I told him this is it. I'm a wagon cook. I cook on these wagons for a living. This is my chuck wagon, and today I've cooked a few dishes that just common chuck wagon food. I've made a meat dish with a cornbread topping on it, and I made some what we call desert salad, which has got corn and black beans and things in it. Made sourdough biscuits, which you always have to have sourdough biscuits on every chuck wagon. And made a vinegar cobbler, which is a good chuck wagon dish. A long time ago, a guy told me if you can make bread, you can get a job just about anywhere. And I always kind of remembered that because making bread is important. You know, other things come along pretty easy, but once you figure out how to make sourdough biscuits, or if you're making angel flakes or whatever kind of bread you're making, you get that accomplished and the other things kind of fall in its own place. But
you get up at 3 a.m. to start breakfast to be ready at 6 a.m. Lunch is served at 12 noon, but there's no one there to eat until 12:30. You have to keep the food warm. Supper is at 6 p.m., and after a few preparations for the next day, your current day is complete. You have been busy all day cooking, but now there's no warm bed. You sleep in a bedroll on the ground all night and hope you can keep warm in the winter or cool in the summer. Then you get up and start all over again. We've just described part of the life of a chuck wagon cook.
I get some coals. We'll bake this cornbread. It'll take about 20 minutes or so. A Dutch oven is what we're using here. It's got to have 3 legs, a lip to go all the way around the lid, and you got a bell or a handle on it. These were brought over when the Pilgrims came over. They'd spent some time over in Holland and different places and learned how to use Dutch ovens, and they brought them over, which I don't know how they used them on a ship exactly, but they brought them over. All right, that's the sourdoughs made earlier. I'll cook them for about 7 minutes on the bottom. It'll take about 20 minutes to cook all together, but about 7 minutes is all the bottom can stand. You'll burn them on the bottom. So after about 7 minutes, you want to take that oven off of the bottom coals and set it off to the side and just let it cook on top, or you'll have black bottom biscuits if you don't. A little bit of wind blowing, you sure need to keep the lid spinning, make them cook even. These sourdoughs, you need to have a lot of coals and lots of heat. They're not like a yeast bread where you want to cook them at 350 or something, but you want it hot, you know, around 400, 425. That's the meat, cornbread topping, it's finished. You can take those sourdoughs off the bottom coals. After you think they're done, you can check the bottoms and see. If you need to brown some more on the bottoms, you can always put them back over on the coals. But once you burn the bottoms, they're burnt. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. But you can always put the oven back over on these coals and cook them a little longer if they need it. Most of the time, they'll cook plenty good on the bottoms without putting them back over on the coals. I prepared today a traditional chuck wagon meal. It's nothing fancy, but it's everything was made right here with basic ingredients that you'll find on a chuck wagon. Got sourdough bread, some meat with cornbread topping. I made a vinegar cobbler. Got a painted desert salad, which has got corn and black beans and different types of peppers and stuff in it.